Hey YouTube, welcome to episode 2 of our raid mini-series Surviving Labs. If you haven't seen episode 1 yet, I do recommend you go back and watch that first, as it will give this video a bit of context. I've put a link in the description. After a wary but ultimately pretty successful first raid, episode 2 really does give us a short sharp reality check. It's worth noting that I recorded this one on a Sunday afternoon, which is considered peak hours in the EU. The first raid was recorded in the morning during the week, which is off peak, so I expect we'll encounter a busier lobby here. Okay, let's jump into raid number 2. I've kept the exact loadout we used in the first raid, and will still be looking to avoid PvP here if possible, but I will try to extend out of the basement in this raid. So we spawned in the southwest corner, in the stairwell on the medical side of the map. I might regret this, but I'm going to try and be first to the black room as we're so close. I actually thought blue room was here, but we might be on the wrong level. No worries, we'll work our way over. The main open area is on our left, and I'm a bit cautious of another player spawning in the other stairwell in front of us. Okay, yeah, we're on the wrong level as green room is on our left here. I'm going to try and pocket these stims and get out of this room ASAP. There's already a lot of fighting going on over this side, and it feels like there might be some aggressive players in here. You can tell already that someone is aware of us and hungry for PvP. I don't mind taking the fight here if I have to, as I have a strong angle and an escape route. This is obviously an experienced labs player. They know not to push here and are repositioning already. I think I'll just move over to the other side and see if we can get some raiders and loot over there. That's one of the keycard rooms being opened above, so probably red or purple, which means we have at least one other player. This guy seems like he's still on the hunt. I think there might actually be two of them. I've kind of got myself trapped in this dead end, so we'll see if they just move on past. It really does feel like they're hunting here. They sound split, so if he comes in, I'll just have to be aggressive at this point. Wait a second. That sounded like I got shot from the right. So I went back and checked, and there's another doorway into this room on my right. I just didn't know. I thought this was a dead end with one entrance. I'm not mad at dying to a mistake, but the way that they hunt you down, this is actually how I imagined the labs experience for a newer labs player would feel. On reflection, I think closing the doors actually worked against me here, almost giving them a breadcrumb trail. Let's jump straight back in for raid number 3. We've again spawned in one of the stairwells on the medical side. I'm going to try for black again here as we are literally right next to it. I've really got to remember black is on level 1, not 2. This is kicking off already, so we'll try and get out quick. I don't know what to think here. It seems like we have multiple squads all around and are trapped in here. Maybe they'll see that black has been hit and just move on. All we can do is hold the angle on the door. One has gone round behind. Wait, what? How did he know exactly where to shoot through a wall? Okay, so I went back and checked, and there's actually 2 doorways into black. He wasn't behind me at all. He was actually through here staring straight at me. I've watched at least 100 lab raids on stream and never once seen anyone use this entrance. I didn't even know it existed. Also, I thought this room was bulletproof, which clearly it's not. Not gonna lie, those 2 raids were not fun. Being outnumbered with so little knowledge and at peak times felt painful. Okay, here we go for raid number 4. Let's take it back a step here. I've left the weekends on labs for now, and for raid 4 we'll switch back to mid-mornings during the week. Maybe that's just what labs looks like during peak hours. I really want to stretch out into the map without being hunted or overwhelmed, so let's see how this goes. So we've again spawned in the medical stairwell over on the southwest side. I'm pretty sure this game hates me. Despite the pain of the last 2 raids, I feel like I have to hit black as we are so close again. I'm actually going to move across from the floor above in case others rush it. Lots of grenades going off towards the centre, so let's head down to the basement and work our way from there. We may as well hit the switches and see if we can spawn some raiders whilst we're down here. For reference, the no backpack vent shaft extract is just to our right here. It looks like no raiders have spawned this time. I'd like to head over to the other side and hit the hangar gate extract this time and hopefully spawn some raiders there. We'll also be close to the centre so we can look to dip in and loot. So this is the room that came out of the dead end that I died from in Raid 2. You live and learn and all that. Well, die and learn in my case. Now we're on the north side. I'm going to head to where I spawned in the first raid, as this is right next to the hangar gate. I just want to quickly check where these stairs lead. Okay, so that's the parking gate extract through there. We'll try that another time. Even after just a few raids, I'm starting to get my sense of direction down in the basement, which is good. I'm not hearing anything on this side right now, so we should be good to try the hangar switch. Let's check for loot here first. I believe the loot spawns by the laptops in here, but no luck so far. Player to the right. I can't tell if he's on our level or below. I think he just died to raiders, but I can still hear movement, so maybe not. Or maybe he had a teammate. He's aggroed a bunch of raiders here, but this is where I'm struggling. I don't understand the layout enough to either push or retreat. He sounds like he's moved to the middle section, so let's see if we can get any sort of info. Again, sounds close, but not sure what level. I think I'll leave him to these raiders and move to the hangar gate. It just feels like I could third party this while he's aggro. I just can't figure out where he is to make a good push. Honestly, there's far too much going on there for me to make any sense of. Too many angles and places to get shot from for this to be a good push. Let's go back to plan A. We saw a couple of dead bodies down here, so we can check these before we hit the hangar. This is a player, but he's been looted. Another player, again looted. And another. If we did hear one of these guys die to raiders, then who looted them? I'm so confused right now. Well, we have some scraps from that, but not really enough. Let's hit the hangar switch so we'll have an extract and hopefully some raiders. This is the room with the switch to open the hangar extract doors in front of us. Unfortunately, the switch is not active, Both this one and the parking gate one are not always active. That's a shame. I think we're going to have to venture into the centre area here to get anything out of this raid. We're right next to it, so let's take a look. So that white room opposite us, I believe, is the weapon testing room, which we have the key for. Sounds quiet, so let's move across. Finally, Labs loot. This is why we want to give Labs another try, and really the whole point of this series. Player. I'm sure that is a raider. I'm going to fall back for a better angle here. What on earth are they sprinting over here for? I wonder if the player extracted or died and they'll reset into their original spawn positions. I don't know why he's not pushing towards me, as I've just shot one of his mates. Ideally, I want to try and get a right hand peek on him here. Damn, that was so stupid. I know better than to challenge raiders in that way. I should have flushed him out with a grenade or repositioned around the other side of him. To be fair, I didn't know he could shoot me through those gaps, but that's a huge mistake by me. I think we may have had the place to ourselves if we killed that raider and really had a big W. Instead, this episode ends in 3 disappointing losses. The first 2 were pain, but this one really stings, as I didn't die to lack of knowledge or bad luck. It was just purely a stupid mistake on my part. Obviously none of the loot we put in our container can be sold on the flea, so we ended up getting 50k and 105k from the stims from Therapist for the first raid, and 190k for the stims and graphic card from the last one. For reference, the kit we take in costs us around 325k, so along with the cost of the key card, every death costs us nearly 500k, so that's 1.5 million minus the 345k for the bits sold to Therapist. So that's a 1.15 million loss in today's episode. Honestly, there was a lot to dislike about the whole experience of the last 3 raids, but we have to push through this steep learning curve. It actually feels really similar to when I first picked up the game.
I see in your eyes the same fear that would take the heart of me. A day may come when the courage of men fails, but it is not this day. This day we fight!
Thanks for watching. Your support on the video is always appreciated, and I'll see you in episode 3.